Welcome back. Higher Power Garage will be hosting its Night of Worship this Saturday, February 10th. Mike Gideon, the president of the organization, is with us to share what we can expect this Saturday. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, so let's back it up a little. Let's hear what you guys do with Higher Power Garage.
Well, Higher Power Garage is a low-cost auto repair shop. We work primarily with single-parent families, with low-income families, with our veterans, and then those on fixed income with the cost of auto repair and transportation.
That's incredible because it's so expensive. I mean, you bring your car into the shop, you're looking at thousands of dollars. And people need that, you know, to take their kids to school, to go to work. So this service is just incredible. Yeah,
sometimes it comes down to a decision between paying the electric bill or the rent or getting their car fixed so they can go to work. And we want to be the bridge in that situation.
That's incredible. And how do you guys, afford to keep doing this great service?
We do this through funding from our community. We have some great supporters. Uncommon Life Church has been a great supporter for us. We've run several grants. We have several families that support us on a monthly basis. So we're very blessed in that area.
It's such a great concept. I mean, I've never heard of it. Of all the places I've lived, this is so special. So love that you guys are doing that.
Thank you.
And you have a special event, I guess, on Saturday. Tell us about that.
We have a night of worship. We have spent the last 4 years really asking God for direction in our community, praying for us and praying with us and to help us to meet our needs. And we wanted to take a moment and just share the stories of how God has used an auto repair shop to make a difference in our community. We're just going to have a great evening of worship and fellowship. The event is completely free. It starts at 6 o'clock. Christ Church of Oronogo's worship team is supplying the worship music. Leanna Tillman is going to be singing. She's a local singer. And then Sergio Rizzo is going to MC for us. It's just going to be a fun night.
That sounds incredible. And do you guys usually put on events like this?
Typically, no. This is the first one. And we just really felt led we were really seeking direction on what to do. And we really felt that it was important that we share with our community what God's been doing with us and include our community in that.
Are there any stories that you can share with us ahead of time as a little preview?
We've just got so many stories of different situations where a single mom couldn't afford to get her car, the brakes fixed on her car, and she was having to drive them with unsafe brakes. And or fix her brakes or pay her electric bill. And so she came to us. We were able to meet the need and get her car safe and reliable and back on the road, keep her moving forward in her life. I sat with a single lady yesterday that was just telling us how she had lost her daughter and her husband within a couple months of each other and just really struggling in that time and was needing some assistance and direction. And we're able to provide that. So God just uses us in a whole host of ways.
Absolutely. If we have a viewer out there right now that is struggling, how could they use your services? Do they need to apply for this?
They apply for services through our website, higherpowergarage.org, and there you'll find our programs and all of our information about what's required in those programs, and then we'll be in contact with you. The application is there. Submit the application, and then we'll be in contact with you to set up the interview and evaluation of the car.
All right. And one last time, for those that didn't catch it, tell us again, day and time and place of Saturday's event.
This Saturday night, February 10th, 6 o'clock, Ozark Christian College Chapel. And it's a free event. Come out and just celebrate with us. It's going to be a really amazing evening.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate it. And for you at home, stick around because we got more news coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll get right to the point. It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
Madam President, what's that mean for the average American?
It means saving $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And Tempur-Pedic?
With bipartisan support, we've allocated up to $500 savings on select adjustable mattress sets and a $300 gift.
And how will the people pay for these so-called savings?
Try 6 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Check out these club cards from High Winds Casino. There's breeze, gale, storm, and hurricane. These dark beauties feature a silk matte base with glossy pinwheel, a striking High Winds holographic stamp. But the real fun begins when you slide it in. Now you're on your way to serious benefits, like free play, drawing entries, discounts on food and merch, and a whole lot more. Get your club card today, only at High Winds.
It's not too late for a very important date. There's plenty of time to make it to the annual PEO Chocolate Festival, February 10th at Joplin's First Community Church. This year's theme is a chocolate wonderland and features fairy tale delicacies and delicious treats for every occasion, like party trays for the big game, pies, cakes, cookies, and candy. The salad luncheon is $8 with the proceeds providing higher education opportunities for women. Bring your sweet tooth and plan to attend the annual PEO Chocolate Festival, February 10th.
Vote for your favorite business at KOAMNewsNow.com/finest.
Attention 4-state area first responders. If your team needs safety equipment on a 50-50 funding match, the application window is now open for funds from Hero Fund USA. Visit KOAMNewsNow.com/HeroFund for the application and guidelines.
Thursday, it's the Pro Chef's chance.
This is go time.
To make a team.
It's a hot dog meatball. It's either ridiculous or genius.
Next Level Chef, all new Thursday on Fox.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is now 7:41 on this Wednesday morning, taking a live look at our camera on the Grinnell Complex downtown Joplin. As mentioned, the clouds are going to fill in quickly, and that is exactly what they're doing. And we're looking at a cloudy day today, although we may still see a peak of sunshine or two here and there. MoDOT camera 20th and range line looking very gray, very dreary, but it's otherwise going to be a pretty pleasant day aside from the wind and the clouds. We're looking to be warmer today than what we were yesterday. So first, let's talk about the wind. We are talking wind gusts today out of the south pushing 25 to 30 miles an hour out there. So if you're traveling again on any east-west roadways, especially in a high-profile vehicle, you need to be aware of that. Then as we go overnight and into our morning rush tomorrow, we're looking at wind gusts pushing upwards of 45 miles an hour, still out of the south. So again, you've got to be prepared, especially if you're driving a high-profile vehicle or one that's a little more susceptible to the wind. You need to be prepared for those gusty winds because they're going to last throughout the day Thursday, well, throughout today, tonight, tomorrow night, and even into our Friday. Now, by Friday, some of the wind gusts for some of us ease up a bit, but others still looking at gusts of 30 to 35 miles an hour out there on our Friday. We're at 41 in Joplin. Again, I've mentioned these reports come from the airport, so I'm not sure who at the airport is seeing clear skies, but they are obviously not. It is cloudy, east-southeast breeze at about 5 miles an hour. Temperatures around the region, not too bad. We're a little cooler off to the east. Still got upper 30s, Grove and Anderson, low to mid 40s, and as you head west, still holding on to mid to upper 40s out there ahead of another well above average day for us. Cloudy skies, and again, maybe a few peaks of sun here and there. The winds will really start to pick up between about 9, 10 o'clock this morning, and we're going to go mid 50s. Highs by late morning, rather. Highs today, mid 60s out there, cloudy skies and breezy, and we will remain breezy through the evening and overnight hours as well. And then we'll actually see a little bit of clearing and go mostly cloudy tonight with our overnight lows back into the low 50s when they should be in the 20s. In fact, our overnight lows are warmer than where our average highs should be. So we're well above average out there for sure. Again, breezy tomorrow. Our shower chances, unfortunately, have dropped out there. So we could still see some isolated showers on our Thursday, but I think most of us, unfortunately, are going to stay dry. We're going to be warm, mid-upper 60s, and again, breezy. Not bad on Friday, still breezy. Friday, like yesterday, clouds will gradually increase through the day, so we'll start with clearer skies and end with cloudier skies. A little cooler this weekend, back to normal by Sunday with some additional rain chances, and as we head into next week, we'll have mixes of sun and clouds out there, but temperatures back above average into the low to mid-50s and maybe even the upper 50s by the end of next week. Let's check your forecast. We're going to send it over to Caitlin now for Consumer Watch.
Thanks, Chris. Well, the IRS is expecting to bring in billions of dollars more in unpaid and overdue taxes. A report from the Treasury Department and the IRS shows the agency could collect up to $561 billion in tax revenue within the next decade. The revenue is expected to increase thanks to stepped-up enforcement, which is funded by the Inflation Reduction Act. The IRS reports the difference between taxes owed and taxes paid has climbed to more than $600 billion each year. Enforcement is meant to be targeted toward millionaires. as Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen advises the agency to not increase audits on those who make less than $400,000 a year. And some U.S.-based retailers are wary of potential shipping delays and price spikes. And retail experts say back to school and holiday shopping later this year could be impacted by the current Iran-backed attacks in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Some of the companies exposed to the Red Sea shipping crisis include Target, Walmart, Costco, and IKEA. Houthi militants in Yemen have been firing at commercial vessels in support of Palestine amidst the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. Retailers are reportedly set to enter a renewal season for shipping contracts, but retail experts say the ongoing war has made it difficult to negotiate during a time of uncertainty. And the first report on the Alaska Airlines plane door blowout came out yesterday, just as the head of the Federal Aviation Administration was taking tough questions on Capitol Hill. From Washington, Fox News correspondent Rebecca Kester reports.
From a door panel flying off mid-flight to loose bolts on planes, recently it's been anything but smooth sailing for the airline industry.
We just need to assure the American public that flying is safe.
Lawmakers hope to do that by questioning the head of the FAA and ensuring Boeing will be held accountable for its mechanical failures.
Going forward, we will have more boots on the ground, closely scrutinizing and monitoring production and manufacturing activities.
The planes having issues are Boeing 737 MAX 9 jets. They're used by Alaska and United Airlines in the U.S. The FAA temporarily grounded the planes after the door blowout incident, but after inspections, most of the jets are back in service.
Since they're not keeping you safe, you need to not get on the planes.
That's the warning from Nadia Milleron, who lost her daughter in a 2019 Boeing 737 MAX 8 plane crash. She blames Boeing's rush to put out planes for her daughter's death.
These planes should be grounded right now by the FAA.
Boeing employees are encouraged to use our FAA hotline to report any safety concerns.
Lawmakers are also concerned about the ongoing pilot shortage and want to raise the mandatory retirement age from 65 to 67. But the FAA administrator cautions additional research needs to be done.
Now more than ever, American aviation and FAA need some bold direction from Congress.
Just this week, Boeing discovered another problem, this time with misdrilled holes on 737 MAX jets waiting to be delivered to airlines. The issue does not impact planes that are currently flying. In Washington, Rebecca Kester, Fox News.
And that's our Consumer Watch this morning. Now let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
It's the Farmhouse Cafe Customer Appreciation Specials. Monday, you get free pie with any purchase $7.99 and up. And we don't stop there. Tuesday and Wednesday, enjoy free cake. That's right, free cake with a $7.99 purchase and up. The Farmhouse Cafe Fresh Breakfast is served any time of the day. And don't forget about our all-you-can-eat everyday specials. Check out our new hours and enjoy free pie and cake days. Come often, come very hungry at the Farmhouse Cafe, next to ALB Autos Buy Here, Pay Here, Frontenac, Kansas.
Give a little love.
Find gifts at every price for all the loves in your life. Give love, give style at Macy's.
There's an improved news experience waiting for you. The all-new KOAM News Now app is here, tailored for your news, the way you want it. With a customizable homepage, you'll stay informed effortlessly. Swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. And no more waiting. The new app loads faster than ever. You'll get 4 state news updates instantly. Download the all-new KOAM News Now app today. Your gateway to news your way. Powered by KOAM News Now.
The XFL and the USFL merged to create one powerful spring football league called the UFL. Spring football is here to stay.
The UFL season kicks off March 30th on Fox.
Tamron Hall, nominated for 2 NAACP Image Awards.
And on the next Tamron Hall, they are the Bachelor Nation couple going viral after claiming a wedding shop is charging black brides extra. Plus, it's pay up time. Some of the biggest names in women's sports, including 2-time Soccer World Cup champion Ali Krieger, say it's time to level the playing field for female athletes, and they know what they're worth on the next Tamron Hall.
Tamron Hall, this morning at 10, right here on Fox 14.
3 Louisiana men are being honored for their brave choices made during a time of segregation.
Kai Price shares the impact these 3 men left on their community.
In the 1950s, 3 amazing individuals by the names of Bernard Lewis, Philip Stelly, and Julius Guillory joined the Opelousas Police Department during a time of racial segregation. As a result, they were honored for their contributions to the community. During the ceremony, the families of each officer gave their remarks on how they have been impacted by their legacies. A couple of Lewis's family members were there. Bernard Lewis's grandson, Bernard Lewis III, says his grandfather's testament to inspire and uplift resonates with him.
I've heard a lot of stories about my grandfather from being a young man to the age I am now. I'm still hearing stories. And it's just a beautiful thing to see that somebody related to me was able to make a big difference in his community in his time.
Donovan Lewis says these group of men have shaped a narrative of resilience and progress for those behind them.
Them being first black police officers is a small portion of what they left on as far as impact on this city, on the people of this city, on people who've been in this city, who've left this city, you know. And I learned a long time ago that it's not what you leave people, it's what you leave in people.
Opelousas Police Chief Greg LeBlanc says it's important for new generations to understand the power of their roots.
It's very important that we fill our younger generations, our kids, with the information of who they are, where they come from, what their family did, to give them that pride to be able to get up and go out and do great things.
Absolutely important to honor those men and remember the past and the struggles that we have gone through as a nation to get from where we were to where we are, and you know, also realize the ones that we still have to overcome to continue moving forward.
Absolutely, Chris. Well said.
Lots to do, lots to get through, and at least in the short term, we've got to get through some pretty gusty winds out there, but it'll be warm while that happens. Quick look outside, one last check from our camera on top of the Cornell complex in downtown. Those clouds really taking over, and I think that today is really going to be just a cloudy day, although a few peaks of sunshine I think will be possible here and there. MoDOT camera 20th and Rangeline painting a better picture of just the straight up cloudy skies, but we're fairly mild this morning, especially in parts of Kansas, and we're going to be even warmer today than where we have been. Those temperatures, again, the further east you go, it's a little cooler. Still got a couple of upper 30s, Miami, Grove, Anderson. The rest of us on the east side, really in the low 40s. And as you head further west, we see a lot more mid-upper 40s out there, so definitely warmer. And bear in mind, our average lows are in the 20s. These are actually, especially Parsons, Chanute, and Neodesha, that's above what our average high is for this time of year, and it's just coming up on 8 o'clock. So again, cloudy skies today, maybe a few peaks of sun. The winds will really start to pick up with those gusts by about, say, 10, 11 o'clock this morning. And they'll be gusting out of the south about 30 miles an hour or so be aware of that. Outside of that, temperatures today into the mid-60s. We're going to have another look at your forecast and the news you need to know right after this.
I'm not coming out until Casey's has thin crust.
Thin crust? Thin crust. He's finally coming down.
The wait is over. Casey's new light and crispy thin crust is here.
Outpost Casino is giving away big casino cash and Go Rewards prizes all month. Over $200,000 in total cash and Go Rewards during February. Every Thursday, leap to the top. From 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., play for your chance to win up to $7,500 cash. There's a reason why Outpost Casino is everybody's favorite little hotspot. Come see for yourself. You'll have a winning great time. TheOutpostCasino.com for promotional details. Highway 10, 10C on the Oklahoma-Missouri border.
We choose to be here for many of the same reasons you do.
small communities, honest, hardworking people, doing good for those around you. Those core values are why Girard Medical Center strives to provide comprehensive health services in your backyard. From surgery and other inpatient procedures to lab, radiology, physical and occupational therapy, home health, and more. You have a choice. Why not choose to stay close to home? Personalized, dedicated, convenient care.
Thank you for your vote as a finalist for 4 States' finest hospital.
Ordinary is the opposite of beautiful. Beauty drops our jaws, dilates our eyes, and beauty is something we can create right now at Floor & Decor.
It's Motown Night! Featuring all the hits. So what do you say? I'll be there. All new I Can See Your Voice tonight on Fox.
Have you ever seen gas station pizza do this? Or this? Well, now you have. Buy one large single-topping pizza, get the second half off. Only at Casey's.
4 State Heroes is brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers.
We take this time now to honor a local veteran. Petty Officer Second Class Jess Davis served in the U.S. Army during World War II from 1942 to 1945. The Uchi, Oklahoma native was part of the 39th Naval Construction Battalion. We're proud to salute Jess Davis, a 4 State hero.
Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. A new manufacturing facility and jobs are coming to Miami. The announcement came at a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday afternoon. Valencia Pipe Company is the latest addition to Miami, Oklahoma. The California-based company will now be able to access a whole new part of the country. The facility will create large septic and water tanks. CEO Andrew Durbin says Miami is the perfect place to set up shop and looks forward to helping the community grow. A Joplin church hosted a fundraiser to support local refugees and immigrants. First Presbyterian Church of Joplin hosted a luncheon for $8 a plate. All the proceeds from the event went to the organization RAISE. They help provide refugees and immigrants with resources and education to help them transition into a new home. First Presbyterian Church hosts charity luncheons every month during the school year. And Freeman Health yesterday revealed the theme for the 2024 5K Run and Walk for Autism. For the 5th straight year, these combined events raise funds to support program development and scholarship assistance for the Bill and Virginia Leffen Center for Autism. The first place winner will be able to choose next year's theme. This year's theme, Walk, Run, and Roar, featuring dinosaurs.
And we've got ourselves a warm and cloudy and breezy day. South winds gusting upwards of 30 miles an hour, mid-60s for our highs. Could still have a few peaks of sun. Cloudy through the evening, winds increasing, gusting out of the south up to 35 tonight. Very mild, back into the low 50s under mostly cloudy skies. A few more peaks of sun tomorrow. A couple of isolated showers possible. Even warmer, even breezier, mid-upper 60s. Winds gusting out of the south 40 to 45. Not bad on Friday, still breezy and increasing clouds later in the day. A little cooler this weekend, warming back up next week.
And are you looking to say ta-ta to someone special in your life? Well, Pizza Hut is offering delivery of goodbye pies.
The new Hot Honey Pizza is a way for your bad news to be delivered sweetly. The new flavor has been gaining popularity as of late and is now the newest addition to the Pizza Hut menu. The goodbye pizzas are available now through Valentine's Day in select markets and only while supplies last.
Too funny.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that is an easy way to say goodbye. You get a free pizza out of the deal.
Right?
You're buying somebody else a pizza to tell them that you don't want to see them anymore. It's a win-win, I think.
Too funny.
Well, thank you all so much for letting us put the good in your morning.
We'll be back later today with more news and weather at noon.